Monaco has more millionaires per square foot than anywhere else on Earth, roughly 1 in every 3 residents. But we're not here to talk about millionaires today. We're going after the big fish, the apex predators of wealth who make millionaire status look like pocket change. From tech moguls who revolutionized how you browse the internet, to retail dynasties that probably furnished your house, to mysterious tycoons whose business empires span continents, these 10 individuals have chosen Monaco as their tax-free fortress of fortune. Ready to see what peak wealth actually looks like? Number 10. John Caldwell, net worth $3.5 billion. First up, the guy who went from flogging car stereos out of the back of a van to flipping prepaid phones into a £1.5 billion payday. That was 2006, when he sold phones for you. These days, John cycles the Grand Prix circuit at sunrise, yes, the actual circuit, and invites a dozen friends for low-key charity dinners inside his glass-box penthouse above Port Hercule. His yacht Titania is worth £40 million plus, but it spends half its time ferrying doctors to remote islands instead of influencers to Ibiza. Number 9, Sir David and Sir Frederick Barclay, net worth $4.0 billion. Imagine twins so publicity-shy they make recluses look chatty. Born above a bakery in Shepherd's Bush, David and Frederick built a media fortress. The Telegraph, The Spectator, the Ritz London, then vanished into a Monaco hillside tower. David passed away in 2021, but Frederick and the next generation still hold board meetings there, occasionally hopping over to their private Channel Island for a change of curtains. Number 8. Dmitry Rybolovlev, net worth $6.5 billion. Say potash at a dinner party and watch eyes glaze over. Dmitry heard it and turned it into a $6.5 billion exit from Uralkali. Then he dropped $100 million on a Gauguin, because why not? And another $2 billion buying AS Monaco Football Club. On match days, you'll spot him in the tunnel, blazer collar up, politely applauding like a dad at a school play. Number 7. Eric Widdock, net worth $9.0 billion. Belgium's quietest billionaire inherited a sugar empire, then sprinkled index funds and private equity on top. Every morning, he rides an e-bike to Café de Paris, orders 1 espresso, and reads the FT like it's a gossip mag. Neighbors think retired professor until the Richard Mille peeks out from his cuff. Number 6. Richard and Ian Livingston, net worth $9.7 billion. Office above a Soho pub, 2 brothers, and a dream. Today, they own the Sheraton Grand in Dubai, the Marriott in Zurich, and a fair slice of London's Nine Elms skyline. Their Monaco spread sits in Roquebrune Cap Martin, 40-car garage mostly full of vintage Bentleys that actually get driven. Number 5. Simon Rubin, net worth $13.3 billion. Simon and brother David started with scrap metal, then figured out that aluminum is just future skyscrapers in disguise. They now own half of London's docklands and enough data centers to power a small country. Simon's pad, the top floor of Monaco's Tour Odeon, £55 million, curtains optional apparently. Number 4. Stefano Pessina, net worth $16.1 billion. Chemist turned corporate maestro. He stitched Boots and Walgreens together and now owns the planet's biggest pharmacy chain. His apartment crowns the Tour Odeon's twin, and his garage has a rotating floor so the Bugattis don't get flat spots. Wealth built on aspirin, lipstick, and everything in between. Number 3. James Ratcliffe, net worth $17.2 billion. Started Ineos in a borrowed office above a garage. Now, it's one of the world's biggest chemical companies. Jim Winters on the 75-meter Hampshire 2, Crow's Nest jacuzzi, optional submarine, and bankrolls everything from sailing teams to cycling squads to whatever football club is for sale this week. Number 2, Eyal Ofer, $28.2 billion. Shipping's in his bloodstream. Dad founded Zim Lines. Eyal multiplied it by buying tankers cheap when the world was panicking and selling them dear when it was thirsty for oil. He keeps the 67-meter Garçon docked in Monaco and hosts Friday Night Poker, where the buy-in is 100,000 euros and the chips are mother of pearl. Number 1, the Hinduja family, net worth $35.3 billion. 4 siblings, Srichan, Gopichan, Prakash, and Ashok, run a conglomerate that touches 48 countries and employs nearly 200,000 people. Banks in Mumbai, truck plants in Madrid, hospitals in London, oil in Canada, you name it, they probably own a slice. Their Monaco HQ is a stone mansion overlooking the yacht show, and yes, the private jet count is comfortably plural. Family fortune of $35.3 billion makes them Monaco's unofficial royal family. Now, looking at the Hinduja family, and really at everyone on this list, you start to realize something. Wealth in Monaco isn't just about numbers in a bank account. It's about the way those numbers shape culture, cities, and even entire industries. Think about it. When John Caudwell sold phones for you, he wasn't just cashing out of mobile retail. He was stepping into a new role as a philanthropist, using his fortune to push medical causes. When Dmitry Rybolovlev bought AS Monaco, he wasn't just treating himself to a hobby. He was embedding himself into the cultural heartbeat of the principality, where football matches are community events as much as they're international spectacles. And when the Hinduja family pours billions into hospitals, shipping, and energy, they're not just collecting assets, they're influencing how people around the globe live, work, and heal. That's the real story here. Each billionaire on this list may live in Monaco, but their reach extends far beyond these 2 square kilometers of coastline. But what's life really like once you've joined this exclusive club of Monaco's mega rich? Let's zoom in. Imagine pulling up to Port Hercule on a warm Friday evening. The yachts aren't just boats, they're floating palaces, each one with its own staff, gym, cinema, and sometimes even a submarine tucked below deck. Step off the pier, and you're only a few minutes' walk from the Casino de Monte Carlo, where chandeliers glitter overhead and fortunes change hands on a nightly basis. But here's the twist. Most of the billionaires don't come to gamble. They come to network, to host charity galas, or to quietly seal business deals behind closed doors. In the mornings, the scene looks different. You'll see tycoons cycling the same Grand Prix route that Lewis Hamilton has raced on, sipping coffee at Café de Paris, or discreetly walking into their private offices tucked into otherwise ordinary-looking buildings. The vibe is low-key, but make no mistake, billions of dollars are being moved with every phone call, every handshake, every investment. And then there's the social calendar. The Monaco Yacht Show, the Grand Prix, the Rose Ball. These aren't just events, they're showcases of wealth and influence. Invitations to these gatherings are as valuable as some people's annual salaries. It's where deals are made, partnerships are born, and reputations are cemented. What's fascinating is how different the billionaires' approaches can be. Some, like Eric Whittock, blend in so well they're practically invisible. Others, like James Ratcliffe or E.L. Ofer, live more publicly, using their fortunes to back sports teams or splash out on mega yachts that dominate headlines. And then you've got dynasties like the Hindujas or the Livingstons, where the wealth isn't tied to a single person, but to an entire family that works like a private corporation. Yet despite their differences, they all share one thing: Monaco itself. The principality isn't just a tax haven, it's a stage, a safe house, and a status symbol rolled into one. To live here is to signal that you've reached the pinnacle, that you've made it not just financially, but socially. You're not just wealthy, you're Monaco wealthy. And here's the kicker: the story doesn't stop with these 10. New fortunes are constantly circling Monaco, buying penthouses in the Tour Odeon, docking yachts alongside the Garçons and Titanias of the world, and looking to join this ultra-exclusive network. Because for the world's richest, Monaco isn't just a home, it's the ultimate badge of belonging. And that's the view from the top of Monaco's money mountain. 10 fortunes, 10 stories, and one postage stamp country that keeps redefining what rich even means. Which billionaire's story surprised you the most? If your brain's still spinning and you want more backstage passes to how the ultra-wealthy actually live, smash subscribe and check out the next video. We're sneaking into the Riviera's most secret penthouse parties.